So this video is going to be a second way that you can check your control points that I like a lot because you can actually have a little bit more recorded information of what your control points look like in the field, and it's easier for you to compare that to your actual job site or plan that you have in your tablet that you're trying to lay out on. And let me show you what I mean. So this is a good example of where I have a plan here on the left side, and I have control points 3, 1, and 2. And I go out and I station them, and I have this information down here where I have a little bit of an offset over here. My standard deviation says 0 as far as being able to find a best fit. But then I go into here, and I'm getting all these weird values over here that make me nervous, right? And there's another video that kind of explains what the total station is doing when you see this information. But I see that one point had to move a whole inch to get this best fit. These had to move half inch, and I'm looking at these points and I'm like, this just looks really bad. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Well, what you can do is you can go into your drawing that you're trying to check, and obviously, as I showed before, you can use Kogo and check all your distances between all your points, right? But what you can do further is you can go into your projects and make a brand new project. I'm going to call this test 1, okay? And it's going to be completely blank, right? Nothing in it. And what you can do is you can actually do a quick as-built of everything that all your control points that you want to use, so you can just quickly see them all on the screen and look at the dimensions and then compare them to the original job. And so you saw that I made a blank project. I go to stationing, and I'll choose this free stationing option just to get my station out there. It's going to say that I put it at a random coordinate, and I'll say that's fine. And now that I'm at a random coordinate, I can now go into my layout tab and then go to my measure and record button and just record the points that I am trying to use for control points, right? So I measured that one over there, and then I'll measure another one. Basically, I'll get all my points measured in the field that I'm trying to use as control points so I can do an as-built of them in here. Now, I already did this on another job, but I wanted to show you that this is how I got there. I went to measure and record, and I did a free stationing, and I measured everything. So let me go to the job where I actually recorded all of these points, and that is right here. Okay, so I have my control point 1, my control point 2, my control point 3, all measured. Now the orientation of this is obviously not the exact same orientation as what you saw on the other job site plan. The other job site plan is a beautiful north, south, east, west drawing. When I do something like this, it's not going to be on the exact same orientation, but the dimensions and the distances and the angles are going to be exactly what I am in the field. And to give you an example, point 1 to point 2, right, if I do a Kogo of that, this is the actual measurement that I measured in the field, is coming up as needing to be 7 feet 7 and 5/8. That's what I need it to be. And then if I go back to the main drawing, point 1 to 2 in this drawing, let me turn all my layers off so it's a little bit easier to see and find everything. Point 1 to 2 is 7, 7, 9/16. So I'm a little bit off. And I have an Excel document where I can show you all the values, but let me go back into my main one, my as-built. Okay. Let me bring this over so you get the idea. So there's my points. And then let me show you all the values that I found. Right? So I found out that point 1 to point 2 is supposed to be 7 feet 7 and 9/16, but it was actually 7 feet 7 and 11/16. Point 1 to 3 was actually supposed to be this value, but in the end I actually measured that value, so I was a little bit off, etc. So I was able to figure out what the design values were supposed to be by using Kogo in the other job, and then I used my as-built to just check what they actually are here. Okay. Now another thing you can do that I haven't gone over is I come in here and go to my angles. And you might as well just check your angles as well. If I tap 3 points, it's going to give me the angle of that vertex right there. So going to the right, that angle is 85 degrees, 38 minutes, 57 seconds. And the angle to the left, this big one, is obviously that angle adding up to a whole 360 degrees. And so if I look at those values on the one angle, you can just see how my angles differ as well. Okay, so clearly that's how everything's differing up. I'm able to get some actual measurements of my dimensions and my angles and my control points, and I can make some decisions. So what you might end up seeing is that you might see, 3 to 1 was, well, actually 3 to 1 is the closest one. So I can say, okay, my 1 to 3 measurement I'm gonna say is actually probably pretty accurate. But then my 1 to 2 measurement or my 2 to 3 measurement, I need to figure out what's going on maybe with 0.2, maybe that's off, and I want to talk to the GC about that. But I won't get into the nitty-gritties of how maybe you might talk to the people managing the job site, but this is a way that you can check actual measurements in the field compared to what your CAD file is asking for. And I think that might help you.